What's good, YouTube? Dawson here from JD Hunters, back with another video here with part 2 of this new little mini series I'm putting together of all of the Dragon Ball S.H.Figuarts. I want to see them made from the different parts of the anime. Part 1 was the original Dragon Ball. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. I will link it down in the description. Today we're going to group together two sagas, and that's going to be the Saiyan Saga and the Planet Namek Saga. Which are, of course, the first two arcs from Dragon Ball Z. These are the only two from Z that I'm going to group together. I'm going to do 5 from each, only because I feel like we've basically almost gotten every figure. Obviously not every figure because I have 5 from each. But Tamashi's really been focusing on the Namek Saga this year, and then they've got a bunch of Saiyan Saga figures. But the next video will be 10 from the Android and Cell Saga, and then I'm going to do 10 from the Buu Saga, and then I'll do 10 from Super. I said all this in the last video. But yeah, just recapping in case you guys missed that one. Before I start listing off these figures, number 1, if you are new here, you like Dragon Ball, you collect S.H.Figuarts, I make videos on it all the time. I've got a big collection update coming soon. I try and do them every couple of months. I'm really late on this one, but it's going to be worth it. I promise it's going to be huge. It's going to be a banger, biggest update yet. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. All right, so we're going to start with the Saiyan Saga. Now, the last video when I did the OG Dragon Ball, I was really trying to come up with like new characters that we haven't gotten figures from. I did a couple of variants that I would like to see. But like I said in the intro, with the Saiyan Saga, and even a little bit with the Namek Saga, we've almost gotten, I feel like, every character. We have a Goku, we have a Vegeta, Nappa, Piccolo, Gohan, that Krillin is coming out, Yamcha, Tien. So the hard thing for me to do was to come up with brand new characters. So forgive me, a lot of these characters are going to be variants that I would like to see. But sometimes the variants are my favorite characters, like the Awakening Goku. I mean, we got the classic Saiyan UI and then the MUI Goku. I'm trying to think, you know, just I love the battle damage version of characters with the Rip Gi from the different like stages of the fight, I guess you could say. You know, think about Broly from the Broly movie. We got a base form that came with the Super Saiyan head, and then we got the legendary Super Saiyan. So yeah, it is, I don't know, maybe it seems like it's a little bit lazy, but it's tough to come up with ideas of figures they haven't made, and I honestly would really like these figures. So let's start. Number 5, that's going to be Great Ape Gohan. Now it seems like a banger, right? We got the Great Ape Vegeta, to me the best figure they've ever made, or at least the coolest figure they've ever made. So you're probably asking, why is this number 5? It's because as soon as they drop it, announce it, show the pictures, I'm gonna feel like I need it in my collection. There are 2 problems. Number 1, it's gonna be really expensive. Like that first one put a dent in my wallet, the Vegeta. And number 2, I can't physically fit it inside of my D-top. I'm already struggling with the giant Vegeta taking up space. So it would almost be like you would have to do 2 Saiyan Saga cubes if you have a D-top, and have Vegeta and Gohan, like the Great Apes, fighting in one, and then just do the normal size characters in another one, which I could do. I think that would honestly be cool. But yeah, I would have to pick it up. I feel like it would look badass. It could also double, they're pretty much like indistinguishable, as a Great Ape Goku from the original Dragon Ball. That would honestly probably be what I would use it for. I would put it in my original Dragon Ball display. A lot of cool moments in the original anime with Kid Goku. I maybe should have put that on my list, but whatever. Yeah, but that's number 5. Number 4 is going to be a variant of Goku, and this one is going to be a full power Kaioken Goku. So we got Kaioken Goku, but I want it from like that final showdown with Vegeta, where Vegeta's up in the air and Goku's down below doing the Kamehameha, and he's like a little bit more muscular, the shirt is ripped off. Maybe they could do it as like a convention exclusive, just as like an offshoot of the one they already made. I don't know. Again, it's really pulling at straws for Saiyan Saga stuff, unless they start doing like 2.0s of figures. But even then, like a 2.0 Scouter Vegeta, but really everybody else is pretty updated. So I still think this would be a cool figure, because my Kaioken Goku right now is in my Namek Saga display. So if I got that one, I would definitely pick it up. I would definitely put it with the Saiyan Saga stuff and have him fighting Vegeta. All right, number 3 is going to be King Kai, a new figure, guys. You proud of me? No, okay, that's fine. I feel like he would look really good. He'd probably come with Gregory and Mr. Bubbles, which would be awesome. Would be really cool. It's not like, oh wow, I need a King Kai figure in my collection. He's in a whole different location too, so like it doesn't optically make a ton of sense to have him with everybody from like that final battle in the Saiyan Saga. He would be a cool figure. He fits in almost anywhere, you know, in Dragon Ball Z. You can just put him somewhere. You can put him in the Battle of God saga when Beerus fights Goku. He just kind of pops up intermittently. Maybe one day they will make a like inflated cell and he would fit in with King Kai. So I do think it's an important figure that they haven't made. That doesn't necessarily have to fall in the Saiyan saga, but that's where we sort of first see him, and I think that's where he's the most important in training Goku to be able to fight Nappa and Vegeta. It would be a cool figure. I probably would pick it up. Not like at the top of my, you know, I'm not desperately asking for it, but it would be cool. All right, number 2 is going to be a damaged version of Nappa. No other way to describe this, but he's wearing nothing but his underwear and his boots. And why do I want a giant bald man in his underwear?
You what?
Basically, specifically just to recreate the scene where Goku like catches him on his fist. That's just amazing. And then he also does like the blast where he trying to destroy Gohan, but ends up hitting Piccolo as he steps in front of him. So I already have my Piccolo and Gohan pose like that. So to be able to get like the proper Nappa to show off that scene would be really cool as well. And like I said, I'm a sucker for like the battle damaged variants. And I would like that version of Nappa. All right, number 1 is another variant. It is going to be Kid Gohan before he trains with Piccolo. So in the orange gi, and I want him to come with the sword. I feel like this is such a forgotten look of Gohan, but he looked awesome with it, right? He's got the long hair, he's got the sword, the little sash. Him in the orange gi when he's a kid, again, is like super underrated. He always has the purple one on when he's younger, until eventually like he turns into Ultimate Gohan when he's like fully grown. Then he goes back to the orange. But yeah, I think this would be a really cool figure to have. Yeah, so that's gonna round out the Saiyan saga. Let's move on to the Namek saga. So again, only doing 5 for the Namek saga because they've really been cranking out all the Namek saga figures we've been asking for. They always post this little graphic, and I think there's like 3 spots left. So we have confirmed we're getting Kid Gohan from Planet Namek, and then we know we're getting Krillin. Haven't got the official like release announcement yet, but I'm not going to include him on this list because I know we are getting him. So number 5 for me is going to be Frieza's second form. I feel like it's only a matter of time before we start to get the other Frieza forms. I really only like the first one and the last one. I probably wouldn't get the second form. It's going to be really big, bulky. It's going to take up a lot of room. I do like some of the fight scenes, like he fought Piccolo, I'm pretty sure, if I remember. I'm in the process of rewatching all of Dragon Ball, actually, so I'll remember better eventually. But I hate the look of the third one. The second one's kind of cool. Yeah, I think a lot of people would enjoy this figure. A lot of people just love all that OG Frieza stuff, Namek Saga stuff. So I think this one would sell well. It'd be a cool figure. Not for me personally, but I think it would be cool if they made it. All right, number 4 is going to be Nail. I know a lot of people, like, there's so many Nail customs out there. Like, they'll just take a Piccolo figure and make Nail. Again, this is one I would probably pass on. I never really found Nail that cool of a character. I know a lot of people do like him, though, which is why I put him on this list. I think a lot of people would pick him up. So yeah, listen, if you're a fan of Nail, I threw him on here for you. I'm not really. Kind of underwhelming to me. But again, we're really pulling at straws with the Namek Saga stuff unless they start to make 2.0s, which is going to be my next one. So number 3 on this list is going to be an Awakening Goku 2.0. So if you guys are familiar with my collection, you've watched some of my collection videos, I sort of pieced together, kit bashed an Awakening 2.0 Goku, my version of it. So I got the Battle Damage Super Saiyan Blue / UI Goku from Demoniacal Fit. And then I got the Super Saiyan Head Pack from Demoniacal Fit. And then I took a belt that matched that figure better from a Broly movie Goku, and pieced it all together to make my Awakening Goku. I'll try and put a picture of that up on the screen here. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen my videos of that figure. I kind of want them to do a version of it, and I want them to finally, I think they may have done it once with like an STCC figure way back in the day. It was a Gohan, I'm pretty sure they did it. But finally do like that actual like blonde color hair instead of the bright yellow. And then instead of like the Awakening Goku that we got had like the sash, sort of like the half ripped shirt. So I want them to do just the full blue shirt, because the sash was kind of more from the manga, but the blue shirt is what we see in the anime. Even too, like from when like the lava starts erupting, when he's just fully shirtless. Just that final battle with Frieza, that would be really cool. And then give me a windy hair. Like these third-party companies make them. I know Tamashi can make one and probably make it better. So I want the blonde hair, I want either the blue shirt or no shirt at all, and I want the wavy hair. Just give us like a definitive final battle Namek Saga Goku, because I feel like we don't really have one. I'm not a huge fan of that Awakening Goku, even though it is kind of like a classic, but yeah, that's my number 3. All right, number 2 for me, to fully complete that battle, is going to be full power Frieza. Not final form Frieza, but full power Frieza when he bulks up. I would also love if they could like detach at the hip or at the midsection, so like when he gets cut in half, and include that effect part of that like blade that he shot at Goku, that Goku shot back at him and cut him in half. That would be amazing. Like to have his like just half body hovering in the air and then his legs on the ground, or like have the effect cutting him. I think that would be super dope. That's something I know Tamashii would do really well. I think it's a matter of time too. I think we are gonna get a full power Frieza eventually. But yeah, that's my number 2 figure from the Saiyan Saga. All right, number 1, it's another variant. Please don't hate me. And then it is what I'm gonna call Dead Vegeta. So when he first arrives on Namek, he has basically the same armor he had from the Saiyan Saga minus like the hip plates. We don't need that one. I mean, it is cool. You could do like the damaged wing. He's got that one from his first fight, I think, with, but yeah, give me when he goes into the ship, he finds new Saiyan armor. So the under, like bodysuit is a darker blue, and then he's just got the chest plate, that we're more used to, like basically from then on, that's all he wears. And then give us, what I think they should do is have it full, and then it's just like a removable piece that's like in the shape of the blast from Frieza, and then when you pull it out, you like see his skin exposed, and then give us a faceplate where his eyes are closed and he's like dead. So if we want, we could just have that armored version of Vegeta, but we can also have the dead Vegeta and have him laying on the ground, which is probably how I would pose them. Again, I think there's a matter of time. I don't know if they'll do the whole like removable piece thing, but I do think we are going to get a Vegeta from Planet Namek. Alright guys, that's going to do it for my video. Like I said, we're really pulling straws with the Saiyan Saga and the Namek Saga. I feel like Tamashii is really close to just completing everything. If there's somebody I missed, I'm sorry. Please let me know that in the comments, because that's why part of the reason I love making these videos is because you guys always give me great suggestions down below. For me, like I'm more of a guy who likes the main characters. You know, some of these like offshoot side characters I know a lot of people love. They really like to get like depth in their collection. For me, I prefer more variants of the main characters. That's what I hunt. But that's just a preference for me. So if I left out some side characters, let me know down below who you would like to see. Like I said, leave a like. We'll do the Android and Cell Saga next. So be on the lookout for that one. But yeah, guys, thank you for all the love and support, like I said, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.